welcome to the Joe Cortez Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment and the sports capital of the world. You know, Shelly, here in Las Vegas, we talk about sports and entertainment, but they got so many restaurants, a great restaurants that we have here, so many different hotels have the greatest food in the world, right?
Absolutely. We love to eat out.
Yeah. Well, after we do our show, we always go for a little lunch too, right? Anyway, our viewers out there, you know, this week we're going to be talking about a lot of good things about the way we are with people, the way people treat us, and mostly everybody treats us pretty nice out here. There.
Absolutely. And you've taught us so much, you know, how to be calm and mellow. So what do you do when you're thinking you're having a bad day or something?
Well, you know, I would think of a good day. I never think of anything negative. Everything with me is positive. I was thinking about the good things that are going to happen tomorrow.
Exactly.
And the good things are going to happen today. And what happened yesterday, I was happy with that.
That's right. And yesterday is gone.
So, yeah, and when I go to bed saying, thank God for a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Thank God for giving me the good health that we have now. And, I mean, I went through some bad times during the early 2020 when the COVID hit.
Yeah.
And it was kind of bad because I was in the hospital for 5 months. And I was in quarantine, so I had no visitors for 5 months. So I got a chance to get myself to look at my past history, the good things and the bad things. Then I tried to put all the good things and the bad things together, you know, shaking them up, and it came out with good flavor at the end. I said, wow, it was nice. You know, it was thinking about all the positive things, meeting you and Wesley, and so many people I met out there, Donna, PJ,
DJ and Carlos. Yeah.
So I mean, so many good people out there. It's just like, I just feel like I'm blessed.
You are blessed.
You know?
And I always say yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. That's the way I look at it.
I like that. Yesterday was history.
History, and tomorrow's a mystery.
Okay, I like that. It was true, you know. We have so many people that are going through the tough times. We have people that have been ill. A lot of people have died. My brother passed away a couple of weeks ago. And I take it, you know, like, it's a sad thing that you lose a family member or a friend, but you know, you got to go on with your life and say to yourself, you know, thank God we have other friends out there that are struggling, but we know we're praying for them. I know you do and I do for our friends and family. The thing is being kind and generous with everybody out there. There's nothing better than being that way, because when you mean it from your heart and you pray to God like I do, and I say, you know, God is watching over us, and He says, I'm going to pay you back for all the good things you're doing. I wasn't looking for nothing in return, but everything seems to be happening for the better for myself.
Yes.
So I said to myself, well, I just got to keep going forward and keep doing what I'm doing. Because you got a wonderful daughter and wonderful grandchildren.
Yeah.
So I got 3 wonderful daughters, and 4 grandchildren, 1 great granddaughter. I'm happy, you know. You got Sylvia and everybody in the family.
Yeah.
It's all good, you know. You got Wesley, and Wesley. You know, I like Wesley. Wesley. One thing about Wesley, he seems to be a very kind individual. You know, he always hugs me and says, "Joe, you know, I love you." He said, "We got to get together soon. We got to talk." You know.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, yeah, okay, we talk." You know, because he wants to talk to me because he knows that talking to me is going to be all positive. You know? Like when you and I talk.
Yeah.
We drive over here, we get here, I pick you up at your place, I drive you to the studio, or wherever I take you to. We always talk about good things, you know? Or we sing in the car together.
I know, I love it. I love it. The oldie station is so awesome.
There's some great songs out there, you know?
Yeah.
You guys performing at Lola's every 5 days a week now.
Yeah, exactly.
Except on Monday and Tuesday they close.
They're closed, yeah.
And then you got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay, so Wednesday, Thursday, what days?
Wednesday and Thursday, we are there from 6 to 9. Yeah. Friday and Saturday, 6 to 10. And Sundays, I believe it's 5 to 8, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Well, that's great. You know, that's good that you guys are performing there 5 nights a week. I mean, not many people out there can say I'm performing 5 nights a week in Las Vegas.
And it's growing every day.
Yeah. You guys had a big crowd there last night, huh?
Yeah, last night we were like quite surprised. You know, we always have great people there, but now it's starting to get more busy and more busy. People are starting to come there more during the week.
Yeah, and now there's going to be more people. I saw Saturday Saturday, tomorrow night, we got all our friends coming in.
Yeah.
Tommy and
Saturday's the big
Megan.
night. Oh, yeah. Megan and Tommy are coming. They're bringing people that are in town for the basketball tournament that's going on. So
that'd be great.
Yeah, it's going to be fun
So we have a lot
tomorrow.
of people. Maybe have a couple of basketball there ready. We can start throwing them around the restaurant. Hey, you catch it over there. Give me a hoop over here.
I know, right? Oh, my goodness. Yeah,
But,
we always have a good time there.
No, for sure. And PJ is really TJ.
TJ? Uh-huh.
TJ is always so nice. He's always so caring.
Yeah.
She always comes over, gives you a hug and a kiss.
And her mom and dad. I love them so much.
And Lola
yeah.
pops in once in a while. The original Lola, she pops in once in a while. Say hello, that's nice.
Yeah.
And, our good friend that comes here every Saturday night. You got Paul and you got
Colleen, Donna.
Colleen.
Now it's Nene.
There's so many friends coming in. They got so many you can't even keep track of them.
Yeah.
When I walk in, I don't know which way to go.
I know, feel the
I gotta
same.
go this way or I gotta go that way.
I know, that's how I feel.
I gotta go around to everybody and say hello.
Yeah.
They're so kind.
Yeah.
All good visitors. We have good. I mean, that's the way that everybody should be in Las Vegas. The way people are at Lola's every week.
Yeah.
Everybody kind, loving,
Yeah.
caring.
And Lori, got to give a shout out to Lori, our hostess with the mostest. She is like,
there's nobody like Lori out there.
I know. She goes around, make sure everybody's good, everybody's
she
comfortable.
comes around, make sure she takes care of the door, everybody's okay.
Yeah.
And really nice, you know? Okay, so I'm talking about being nice. You and Wesley, now you guys been together how many years now?
Oh, Lord, he always asks me
About
that.
30 years? More or
I
less
think
30
it's
years.
longer than that.
Okay, so you guys been perform all over the world, in Europe and Asia,
Everywhere, Australia. We've been just everywhere around the world.
Every time I hear you guys sing, like I get kind of choked up a little bit. And some people say, Joe, you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Sometimes I hear these beautiful songs that you guys sing. It's so nice, to hear these beautiful words that come out of your mouth.
Well, you picked some good ones for us to learn for you. That's what we like.
I love the music out there. I mean, the music today is good, but the music of the yesteryears,
much better.
They're like, you cannot get more. The songs are more feeling, so
absolutely.
It touches your heart.
Yeah,
love and caring and love. So many things. When the music of yesteryear, now it's a lot of rap, a lot of F this and F that.
I know.
Said, wait a minute,
that's not music.
That's not the way I go. That's not the way I go.
Yeah.
I like Tears on My Pillow.
I
like Silhouettes. And there's so many songs from Little Anthony, the Imperials. I mean, the Flamingos. There's so many great songs I love of the Motown music of the past, which is a lot of songs that you and Wesley sing. But you sing a little bit of everything.
Yeah, we do mix it up, especially after traveling the world for so many years, especially like when we went to Singapore. We were based in Singapore for a couple of years.
You were there a couple of years?
Yeah.
I was there one night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the cleanest city in the world.
It is.
I was on my way to Indonesia, so I had to stay over from Taipei. I went to Singapore. I spent one night in Singapore, and then the next day we flew over to Indonesia, to Jakarta.
Oh, okay.
And that's where I did a Korean versus a Indonesian fighter.
Yeah.
It was the first Indonesian fighter to win the title. His name was Elias Pikal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I remember the name. It was hot. The stadium was it was an indoor arena. There was no air conditioning. People were smoking cigars. And everybody was, oh my God, all this smoke and all this heat. And I said, let me stay. I stayed in the dressing room. I waited. The dressing room had air conditioning. I was in there for a while. And when I came out, wow. I did the fight. The fight only lasted 2 rounds. And I said, 2 rounds. I said, well, in a way, I was happy I had to be standing in that heat and all that smoke. But I remember the Korean fighter got knocked out by the Indonesian fighter. And the Korean fighter was out on the campus, and the people around ringside had round tables. They were sitting at these round tables. They all had bottles of water because it was so hot in there. But you know what they do with those bottles? That poor fighter was laying on the campus. I was still in the ring. They were taking the bottles. They're throwing the bottles at that poor fighter who was knocked out. He was trying to get up, And I said, wow, can you imagine? And that's their fighter winning. Can you imagine if it would have been their fighter losing? They would have hung the guy in the ring right there. They probably would have shot him. Anyway, the security came. It was all chaos. The security came in the ring, and they got me out of there. They got the fighters out of there, and they took us out. I said, wow, man. Then they were going by the dressing room. They had the kid on the stretcher. They was stitching him up. And they were out there yelling at him, and they were telling him, and they won. I said, "What's the matter? You guys won." Anyway, but that was one of the better experiences I had. Other than that, all my experiences around the world were pretty good.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, but that's life. Because sometimes the people like that are just cruel. They have no other way to be being, but you know, we try to be nice, loving, and caring. You guys out there listening, do the same. You'll see how nice it is being loving, caring. You know,
Exactly.
for everybody.
That's so true.
We all there, and we got so many friends here in Las Vegas that are just the same as we are. We want to just share our knowledge and wisdom with them, and our love. You know.
Yeah.
Now tell me about your what's coming up in the near future for you guys.
Well, let's see. Well, right now, we're mostly just concentrating on Lola's and, you know, our residency there, you know, and building up. Every night is building up more and more and more. People know that we're there more
people
often.
were telling me, when I sit down with some people, they say, "Joe, they should have done this with them years ago. They should have been playing like they are now. Almost every night we come in now because of them."
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
so people are very happy.
And it's also good because, you know, in all our years of traveling together on cruise ships and living in Japan for 10 years, and so we get a lot of people that we know that come to Vegas all the time, and so now they have more of a choice when they want to come and see us. It's not just on Saturday.
So when they come up to you, they hug you, and then I see some people, they grab your microphone, and they want to.
Yeah, they do. They want to sing it.
And they say, "Can I sing with your microphone?" It's a beautiful microphone you have there.
Thank you. And then the other day, I think I had on a dress and it had like a piano key design on it and musical notes, and people were coming by. They wanted to play me.
They want to play your piano?
Yeah.
Well, maybe they want to play with something else.
I know. I had to watch
the piano,
watch where they were going.
The keyboard, right? When tap on the side of the piano. Don't play the keyboards. But anyway,
Oh, God.
But that's the way it is. I mean, we had some fun in the show.
Yeah.
That's what the show is all about.
Always have fun.
Having fun. Wesley, I know you're watching the show. When you watch it, you say to yourself, "Man, my wife has a lot of talent. She's out there now because she sing. She can act. She can do it all. She's a hell of a host, and look how beautiful she is."
Oh,
you know? Everybody tells me, "Joe, Shelly's so beautiful. That girl that you with, they don't know your name. Someone don't know your name. That beautiful girl who's with you. What's her name?" I said, "You're talking about beautiful Shelly?"
Oh.
Yeah, everybody loves you guys.
You're making me blush. I just can't see it. Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, speaking of all the different nights that we're at Lola's, like I said, we have people coming from, you know, different countries that we met on the ships. And so when we were based in Singapore for so long, you know, I had to sing in Chinese, you know, and then, you know, when we lived in Japan for 10 years, I had to sing in Japanese. And then my father's from Brazil, so I already knew how to sing in Portuguese. And then, you know, we sing like in 7 or 8 languages now, which is great.
Yo te quiero mucho, yo quiero bailar.
Oh, yeah. You know, we sing in Spanish when you come to Lowe's. That's it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of little Spanish there, but pretty soon we're going to have a Latin band there with you guys.
Yeah, that would be great.
With the Latin rhythm.
Oh, gosh,
you see
yeah.
me, I'll get up there and I'll start dancing.
Yes.
That's the only way I'll dance.
Oh, God. You did dancing a couple times. I saw you. Everybody wants to dance with you, too. Mm-hmm. They always ask. And what time is Joe coming?
Latin music, I like to dance, you know?
Yeah, me too.
You know, it's just, I'm a little bashful when it comes to that. But put me in the ring with millions of people watching around the world, I'm okay with that. But 10, 50 people around me on the floor, I'm a little shy.
I don't know why you're shy. You're the best salsa dancer I know. Seriously. I remember when we met years ago, and we were at a party. I think it was at a Christmas party at your house. There was all these people there and stuff, and salsa music was playing in the background, and me and Wesley was sitting there. We were talking. We were having drinks, with everybody. And you came over and you grabbed me. Next thing I know, we were dancing, and everybody was like, "Look at that!"
Yeah,
it was so fun.
Because you told me you like salsa music.
Yeah.
You're pretty cool with that, too.
Oh, my God. I still have that video. Oh, my God. It's great. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have some good friends. I got Victor Manuel, who's a very popular Latin salsa singer from Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. And his mentor is also very popular. His name is Gilberto Santa Rosa. Mm-hmm. Gilberto Santa Rosa and Victor Manuel, they're good friends of mine. Not only they're great performers, but they come to my house when they're here in Las Vegas. They come to my house. I've been to their houses in Puerto Rico. It's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. I remember when I had the boxing ring set up in my garage, the 3 feet above the ground boxing ring, 20 by 20, big giant garage, but remember with the balcony on top. and I had a ring in there, and I had Victor Manuel in the ring with the gloves on with me, moving around, and he didn't do too bad. You know, I said, you stick to your singing, I told him. You're better off with your singing. And anyway, he better Santa Rosa. Great guys, you know. They love boxing. And one night they were performing here at the Rio Hotel, and they invited me to come over. When I went over, they were singing on the stage. They were both together, singing together. All of a sudden, they brought me into the music about Joe Cortez, the referee, and the fight, and this and that. I said, what? they were like rapping back and forth. They have a song. They were singing together about me. Can you imagine that?
You're giving me an idea. I think I need to write
Victor
a song
Manuel
about you.
and Gilberto Santa Rosa, great friends. And he told me last week, when he called me, he said, Gilberto, he'll be coming out soon to Vegas. Here in Vegas, now you told me they got a J-Lo performing out here now. And,
Yes. I can't wait. She's my all-time favorite entertainer.
And Mark Anthony, too. You know, they're both friends of mine, but I'm more closer to Mark Anthony than I am with J-Lo. I met J-Lo a couple of times. I remember when I took my daughter Cindy to meet her, and she was so kind with Cindy, my daughter Cindy in the wheelchair. And she hugged her, gave her a nice, beautiful kiss. I took the picture of that, and I got it in Cindy's living room, nice big picture, nice frame, behind J-Lo together. And they both have black dresses. They look like sisters. Look like they were dressed almost the same. J-Lo was performing at Planet Hollywood that night. And my other two daughters, they were upset at me because I couldn't get them in. I couldn't get Cindy in, but not Sandy and Christine. But anyway, I said, next time we'll make it happen. But like Mark Anthony, he's a really loving, caring individual. I mean, he's just amazing. When I was ready to do a big championship fight at the MGM Hotel, and Mark Anthony was there to perform, to sing the national anthem for Puerto Rico. I think Miguel Cotto was fighting that night. Everything. I was refereeing that night, and I got security comes to me and said, Mr. Cortez, Mark Anthony, I want you to go to the green room. He wants to talk to you a minute. I said, all right. I still had about an hour and a half, 2 hours before my fight. So I went back there. I walked in there, and he's about this far from the wall. He's rehearsing, singing the song, facing the wall. You know, so I came up behind him and I grabbed him from both shoulders and I grabbed him and he turned around and said, oh my God, Joe, what are you doing? Oh my God, Joe, he grabbed me and hugged me. You know, he offered me a cigarette, he offered me beer. I said, no, Mark, I don't do that, man. I said, you should be doing that with that beautiful voice.
I know.
You shouldn't be smoking no more, man. You know, he hugged me, man. He was so nice. And then he said he wanted me to meet just when I first met J-Lo and Eva Longoria and George Lopez. They were all together in that room. And we took pictures together. And I got a picture of J-Lo and Eva Longoria, one on each side. And Mark Anthony took that picture. You know, that's when I think I showed you before. And he said, Joe, be careful, because she was looking a little too close to, almost on my lap, J-Lo was. I said, don't worry, Mark. I ain't going to take her. Very nice guy. And
we need to call him.
And he's here in Vegas now. Hopefully, I'll be able to talk to him, see if I can either interview him or get him on the show or something.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go see J-Lo. She's like one of my favorite all-time entertainers, a triple threat, a singer, a dancer, and an actress.
Yeah, I watched that movie the other day. I watched it many times already, that Selena.
I watched that a whole bunch of times.
And my other friend who lives in Chicago, Ron Seta, he's the husband of Selena in the movie.
Yes, I know. And he was an actor on Chicago PD.
That's right. You know, he was a boxer in New Jersey, amateur boxer.
Really?
He was also the Grand Marshal when I got inducted to the Hall of Fame. In Kansas, New York, he was the Grand Marshal. And we had Rosie Perez in the movie White Man Can't Jump. She was there. We all became friends. We used to all hang out together. That's made so much fun. You know, it was... I've been blessed in so many ways of meeting so many nice entertainers. Jack Nicholson was a great friend. He was always at the fights. Bruce Willis, John Travolta, Eddie Murphy. I mean, so many guys. That's how I got to be in those movies. All that come up to me, Joe, we're doing a movie. I want you to be the referee in our movie. I said, sure. I didn't have an agent. My agent was me.
I love it.
They were just watching me live on the fight. They said, Joe, we got to talk with Sylvester Stallone, he was sitting with a Sugar Ray Leonard behind me. I was ready to go do a fight. I got a tap on my shoulder. I look around. Sylvester Stallone with Sugar Ray. He said, Joe, I'm doing a movie, Rocky Balboa.
Oh,
You got to be my referee. And you got to say, I'm fair, but I'm firm. You know that. I said, okay. 2 weeks later, I get that script in the mail. I'm there I'm reading my script. And then I had a meet with him a week later. And he said, Joe, so what do you think about the script that we sent you? You know, because I want this movie to look authentic. I said, you want the boxing scene to look authentic?
Yeah.
We can make it look authentic. You know what we can start by me not doing the script. I read the script. I don't referee that way. Let me do it my way.
That's right.
He said, Joe, let's do it your way.
Good.
And we did, you know. And then I got him 23 extras in the movie. I got him timekeeper, ring inspectors. I got him other referees, I think 20 weeks in the movie. And other referees, judges, commissioners. I had to get commissioners, but commissioners here were tied up with their business. So I was able to get 2 commissioners. One was my mentor, Gaspar Indian Ortega.
Yeah.
Who used to be a fighter. I said, Gaspar, I'm bringing you down. I'm going to fly you down to, you're not going to get paid. Very little, if anything. He said he thought it would be a movie because he thought he was going to get big money. I said, it's not big money. You're going to be an extra. So we're going to have you working as a commissioner. You'll be sitting at the commission table. All you're going to be doing is sitting there all day long, just watching. All the cameras are going to pass by you, you know, but then you're not going to be other than the role of a commissioner. You're sitting there. Okay? He said, all right. So I flew him down. He stayed with me at my house, and then it took us 10 to 12 hours a day for 6 consecutive days to do that movie script.
Wow.
On the Rocky Balboa. It was fun, and Sylvester and the guy Paulie, and Paulie, the cornerman, worked with him. His trainer, he said, Joe, this came out so great. We loved the. We will take Antonio Tarver was the fighter fighting Sylvester Stallone in the movie. And Antonio Tarver said, Joe, man, I didn't know it was going to be so long, so many hours every day. But we took it, that little boxing scene took us 10 to 12 hours a day for 6 consecutive days. And Antonio Tarver was former light heavyweight champion of the world at the time. And he had just knocked out, I believe he knocked out Roy Jones Jr. when he won the title. And it might have been somebody else, but I think it was Roy Jr. But anyway, Antonio Tarver, to this day, he's a gentleman, first class. He lives in Florida, I believe. And he's always doing social media stuff. I said, wow, my man, Antonio Tarver, I see him at the Hall of Fame all the time. We go there as guests. He always shows up, and we talk to all these individuals up there. And Antonio Tarver is always talking about his background. He likes to talk to young kids, keep them off the streets, out of gangs and drugs, just like I do. You know, last week, I was at a very cold place in Alaska.
I know.
And I think I mentioned that in the last show.
Yes.
And it was a great place to visit. A lot of mountains, all full of nothing but white snow up there. But it was like 20 degrees in the evening. And in the daytime, it was like maybe 5 degrees.
That's too much.
But I wasn't prepared with my earmuffs, my hat, my gloves, all bundled up. I was walking down the street like I felt like an Eskimo out there. Yeah. But it was good. Nice people. We did the Golden Glove Championships. It was nice. I told you before that we had Delilah as a referee.
That's my girl.
And another referee. There were 2 referees for that fight. They had like 16 fights. And it was good. And it's unbelievable. I can't believe how she's always posting stuff and send me videos of her working out every day. She's not refereeing. She's in the gym. And the girl picks up these weights and she jumps ropes real good. I can't believe how good she runs. I thought I was a good rope jumper. But, we had to, as fighters, we had to jump the rope.
Right.
And Roberto Duran was real good with that. Sugar Ray was real good with the rope. But I watched this girl, Delilah, jumping rope, and then she runs up the stairs and then back down the stairs. I said, wow, this girl, where did she get this energy? And she's lost about 20, 30 pounds since the last year that I've been talking to her.
Yeah.
She said, Joe, I want to be like you. I want to be moving around that ring. I want to be slim like you. I want to be doing. I said, well, you're definitely on the right track. I wish all referees would listen to you and see how do you do it? How do you lose so much weight? How do you stay so focused? And she tells me, if people say good luck, she said, hey, not good luck. I don't go I don't believe in luck. Yeah, I believe in being dedicated, working hard. I work hard everything I do. Luck is something, it may be a little bit, but not luck. Luck is something, she said, you got to be disciplined, work hard, be focused, and that's what she thinks. And I said, you think like a real good referee. That's the way all referees should be.
Yeah.
Thinking positive and thinking about working hard at your job to be the best out there. And I think, mark my word, she could be one of the better ones out there.
Yeah.
Male and female. When I saw her the other day referee up in Anchorage, Alaska, I was sitting at ringside, I was filming with my phone. I said to myself, wow, this girl can really move around. She took control. She took control of the fight. And I don't care how big they were, heavyweight, they were light heavyweight, middleweight, flyweight. She did them all. I said, wow, unbelievable. The other referee told me, hey, Joe, this girl, she's something else. She's a hell of a referee. And the promoter, a guy named David, he said, Joe, that girl did a hell of a job. And Neil, another guy that's involved with boxing, he was a fighter himself, the Golden Glove champion in Alaska years ago in the 80s. He said, Joe, this girl can really work because she's got good control of her ring mechanics, the way she moves around. Everybody respects her. I said, well, that's why I refer her to you guys, because I think she has it all. I said, you need a good amateur referee. She's good, but you know what? She's going to be an excellent professional referee.
Yeah.
So that's where we're heading to right now.
Yeah, and besides that, she also treats cancer patients,
Right. That's right, she does. Her real job, that's what she does.
Yeah.
She does, she even teaches, she gives boxing classes also for seniors.
Yeah.
So she does the mitts with them. And she does so much she does with cancer patients, the therapy she does for them, rehab and all that. She said, I sent a picture one day of the bed in the room where she works, the hospital bed with the patients. I said, wow, it's amazing.
Yeah.
She's really got a lot of determination, got a good heart. And that's the main thing to have is a good heart and mean it.
Yeah.
Don't fake it out there.
That's
if
right.
you fake it, I know when you're faking. And you're for real, I know when you're for real.
You
and
sure
she's for
do.
Real. There's a lot of phony people out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, keep your guards up at all times. You see them coming. You see them coming. If they're coming at you, if the right one will get you, the left one will. That's how you do it. With the phony folks out there. But there are not too many out there.
Yeah.
There's only a handful of phony folks out there. But we're going to convert them pretty soon to what they watch us, how we are here, and say, you know what? I want to be like Joe and Shelly. Loving, caring. That's the best way to be.
Absolutely.
I sleep, like I said, I sleep good at night. I go to bed with a good smile on my face, and I wake up in the morning. I wake up during the night, once during the night, with a smile on my face. Hey, I'm going to take a little leak. No, I'm not going to take, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave a leak. And people say, I'm going to take a leak. You going to take a leak? I go, no, I'm going to leave a leak. Anyway,
so funny.
That's where you got to be. With people, leave it. And you take the good stuff and leave the bad stuff. Anyway, Shelly, again, we are here talking about people.
Everything.
How we love people, how we just care. I got my friend Rick, our engineer. Rick has been on me. What a guy. Rick, I know you're probably listening. You are listening. I know you didn't fall asleep behind the camera there. He handled all these cameras back and forth.
Yeah.
And Rick is a hell of a man. His wife, Jeannie's a beautiful, wonderful lady.
Yeah.
And Rick has been a guy who had his battles, and you know what? He's like a champion. No champion, you get knocked down, but you get back up, and you keep going forward. So he's my champion. He's my undisputed champion.
Yeah.
And that's all we got to say. I don't care what happened to you guys in life. Sometimes we get knocked down, you get up. I've got knocked down, not physically, but I got knocked down with issues in my life, and I learned how to make a comeback. You got to say, I'm not going to stay down. I'm going to keep coming back. I'm going to make myself stronger and better. Being knocked down, you can only go one place. Once you hit rock bottom, you know where you go? Back up to the top. There's only one place you go, to the top, and that's what I'm doing. I got knocked down in life, not physically, but I have got knocked down with issues in my family, personal issues that I've had, and health issues and whatnot. And you know what? I said, no, I'm coming back. I'm going to be undisputed champion. And I said to myself, this is what life is all about. This is how we're going to make it. You know what? I tell you guys, keep your guards up at all time, protect yourselves at all time, keep going forward, and keep paying it forward. My co-host here, Shelly Stevens, my undisputed champion. All right, we'll see you guys next week. God bless. I'm fair, but I'm firm. Touch them up.
Bye.